sports as we see a couple of teams who were both started in Boston. It's the New England Patriots and the Washington Commanders. All that and more coming up next.
Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Alongside my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and this is a matchup, Brock, that we may see many, many times in the future of this league. A couple of rookie starters leading their offenses at quarterback.
And that really does make it a measuring stick game for both of them, Kate. Rookie quarterbacks in the draft, they're always linked to each other from the moment they're tabbed the starters in their first season. And then when you get to look across and you get to play one, you know that both of them want to be the one who leads their guys to a win, because that's a victory that'll be talked about, well, for the rest of their rookie season and beyond.
Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're off and running from Landover. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Jayden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jayden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. But, man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Now Daniels off the play action. Completed over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And they bring him down around the 34. They get 6 and a first down as well.
We didn't try fighting for more and risking a fumble in that situation. Just make sure you get what you need and then go protect yourself. That's exactly what the QB did.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running left is Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st and goal. They'll try an option to the left. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Antonio Gibson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. So now it's the Patriots' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Drake entered the league as a top 5 pick because he checks a lot of boxes. Just the way you want him. Tall, athletic, great arm. 1 year at North Carolina, put on an absolute show. And yeah, his 2nd year as a starter took a little bit of a beating and some question whether or not he was still a top 5 pick. The ability, there's no question there. It is now the consistency in taking care of the football that will be a big part of Drake's career.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Has him on the quick hitter. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
May now to throw on 3rd. Complete out to the right. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46. May on 1st and 10. He gets it into the hands of Jalen Polk. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
To the air yet again, May. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. They'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's the pistol snap to May. And he brings it in for a New England touchdown. The Patriots finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots start off well to tie things 7-7. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Second down, he takes the option right. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll be set up with 3rd and only 1. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. Run play only gets back to the line, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. May now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
To the air on first down. May gets it quickly to Douglas. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there, brought down by the future Hall of Famer Bobby Wagner.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 43. Connecting on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a New England first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First down throw for May. Escapes the pocket. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
From the 41. He'll get this to Henry. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. May now. That's caught for the first. Jukes, and he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a second quarter lead. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Here's Sly to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he works through a lane for a gain up to the 30. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Play fake here, Daniels. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I may love love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Daniels on first down. That one's cut along the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders tie things up at 14. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here's New England ready once again on offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Patriots in possession. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, here's May. Into traffic, complete. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This gets the 1st and more. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Made a throw it. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Back to the air, it's May. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and just 2 to go. From the gun, it's May. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing it again here. Completed over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. Third down, 1 yard to go. Maine looking to throw. Catch is made in close. And he has the New England touchdown. 3-touchdown game for the rookie. That's pretty good in your debut season, Brock. But then you look at the clock and you see, oh, wait, we still have a whole half of football to play.
Yes, when some of that psychology comes into play, don't just be satisfied. You can look at it one of two ways. I'm satisfied with what I've done, or you look at it and go, I got another half. I can throw 3 more of these babies.
Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jonathan Jones makes the play.
Well, every once in a while, this game of football becomes a game of chess. How are you going to get your defensive players in the right spot, the right place? That dime defense, well, that was the right call. So many eyes on the football, and more importantly, the ability to go finish that interception.
All right, so the Patriots headed out on offense again just before halftime. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. May. And the Commanders get home, they drop him. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. what they dial up on a second and very long. Another try following the sack. That's taken in by Henry.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he missed it. It's no good. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Throwing for the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders cut it to just a point before halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie this game at 21.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space, he's past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Patriots headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game.
Hey, we're dead even here through 2 quarters, and you know exactly what that means. That means both coaching staffs emphasized coming out strong here to begin the second half. Well, that return puts you in great position to do so, and maybe even take control of this game.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for first and 10. Throwing is May. Looking slant route, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. May now from the gun. Henry on the catch. Still has some space inside the 35. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They bring their tight end left. The give inside to Stevenson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he scores. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots take the lead right away in half number 2. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Here's Slide to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Slide with the honors. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. They've got 1st down from the 31. Robinson on the inside give. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All set up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll come up 1st and 10. A run here with Robinson. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. touchdown. The Commanders start the second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders tie us up 28-all. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. On the return, here's Gibson. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Patriots are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. They've got first down from the 31. May now. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. To the air on first down, May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Motion man sent left. Handoff on 2nd and short. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
May now to throw on 3rd. That's caught for the first. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Going play action, May. Rolling out to his left. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Short pass caught by his tight end.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. On play action, here's May. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem? Defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
It's a very important field goal for Joey Slye. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. Got all of it, and this is good. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
All set for the kickoff. Slye with the honors. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he has kept his pace up in the 2nd half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. And he will go down. The Patriots make the play. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's an incredible sack, Kate, from them. It does more than just back them up a mile on 2nd down. There's an immediate sense of desperation that comes from an offense. You can just feel it as a quarterback in the huddle. When you take a sack like that, now they got to dig themselves out of this hole.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. First down throw for May. He's got the hook up to Bourne. And he drives this across midfield and down into...
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. The third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 47. He'll get this to Henry. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still first down.
So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Operating from the gun, here's May. Completed over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Patriots only up by a few. Second down now, 7 to go. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Oh, this is going to be close, and it's no good. He hooked it too far left. And their lead will remain unchanged in the 4th.
Surely not something they're too pleased about down on the field. But, Kate, with that miss, we got a lot of juice. We got an opportunity here to see a field goal and a chance to take this game to overtime.
The Commanders set to take over. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. This ball's caught by McCaffrey. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains!
Now hang on, they want to take another look at this play, and a very important call coming up late in this game.
Previous play is under review.
Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
They took a look just to be safe. You always appreciate that, but the call on the field stands. Markers reset, ball at the 37. He'll look to throw it. Has a man, it's Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Washington calls it second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So big kick coming up for Austin Seibert. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. On the return, here's Gibson. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. Ball at the 33 for first down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And a man is there to knock that away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to the air. It's May. Hits him on the in route. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. Here he is to throw. Complete beyond the marker. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a New England first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Trying the left side with Stevenson. And he's able to get this down to the 36. And the whistles go off, so we got a timeout, 9 seconds left in the game. An entire game now hangs on this attempt by Joey Sly. They're going to call their final timeout here, just 9 seconds to go. So it all comes down to the right foot of their kicker. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. That kick is no good. Oh, he mishit it. And barring a miracle, we're set up for overtime.
That's the life of an NFL kicker, a chance to be a hero, and unfortunately, he can't end this one. And now, well, now it's incumbent upon his teammates to pick him up and maybe give him that game-winning opportunity coming up in overtime.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. This to win the game. And the defender comes away with it. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Patriots are stopped on the return. So a turnover on the final play of regulation. And this game is not over yet. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Has this at the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The New England offense running out now. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock. So some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. First and 10 now from the 30. First throw of overtime now. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders surprise them with the interception and now have a chance to win this game. Wow. Stunned silence up here and stunned silence on that sideline, partner. I mean, a pick on the very first play of overtime? That one may have just decided this ball game.
Well, this offense now has to go out on that field and capitalize. It's got to pay off what the defense just did. This is called complementary football, Kate. Your defense goes out there and takes the ball away extraordinarily. And now the offense has got to find a way to finish this game off with points.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, it's Daniels. And no luck there, that throw falls to the ground. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. And that means 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Got a man, Robinson has it. And he'll go down here at the 16.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
2nd and 3 now. An option give to Robinson. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Third and short, Daniels. This throw is caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Daniels now. And he pulls it in. That's a touchdown and ends this game. This has a win for the Commanders. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.